Shabbatah, people. Shabbatah, Yisrael. Shabbatah, Yosef. Shabbatah, Yaakov. Yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a little warrior style fight, and that was the panda against the Somali. Now, even though they look like somewhere in Somalia, maybe in what we call Africa, the warrior fighting styles, the panda fighting styles, check out the technique. It's just a little something to get y'all up, get your vibration up. Something to get your vibration up. How y'all feeling? We're gonna start this off. With a beautiful prayer, man. We're gonna start this off right. All praise. Wow. I know y'all feeling good. I know y'all doing good things. I know y'all being righteous. I know we are staying fast to the commandments, the statutes. Yes, it's beautiful. We're gonna take our time today. I hope y'all been getting over to the drop and checking out the drops, man. I hope y'all been getting hit over the head with some real shit daily, keeping you vibrating. If you got any problems, just push them to the side, man. They don't matter. We're here to find our kingdom. They don't matter. We're here to find our priesthood. They don't matter. We're here to find our Dravidian kingdoms. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. So let's vibrate, man. We're gonna look for some food. But we're gonna start it off right. Like it's the Shabbat every day. We're going to start it off right. We're going to start it off in the name of the blessed Ahchwa, in the name of the Baruch, Ahchwa, Dodger Hijacks, blessed be his holy name. For he is God of gods, Ahchwa, the only and the true Ahchwa. He is mighty and powerful, ever merciful, protecting and watching over us with compassionate eyes, and performing great miracles on our belief and our behalf. Though we are captives and strangers dispersed through other countries, we talking about all of us, the entire race of Shem. Though we are captives and strangers dispersed through other countries, all over. So you can't say no Hebrew is nowhere. You can't say any Hebrew is nowhere. Even in Africa, even in Somalia. You can't say no Hebrew is nowhere. No Hebrew is nowhere. This is for the entire race of Shem. Though we are captives and strangers dispersed through other countries. That mean the UK and the British Isles. That mean in Europe. That mean in Asia, Afghanistan, in the bushes of China, the bushes of Korea, and even in the bushes of Africa. Though we are captives and strangers dispersed through other countries, yet the Almighty One has never forsaken us, nor according to his promise will he ever forsake us. And of this we have abundant proof. His love was manifest to our forefathers, inasmuch as they obeyed his commandments, and his hand is still stretched out to deliver us from the dangers and accidents of this life, to exhibit his wonders and admirable works, as manifested into 10 tribes of Yasharal, and to the children of our teacher and prophet Moshe, who have dwelt and are still dwelling in the Sambanyan, a place of miracles, is the design of the following very ancient and true history, the details of which we will be found to be extremely curious and interesting to those who wish to become acquainted with the wonders of the greatness of Ahchwa in his marvelous works, and who believe and revere his laws and keep his holy precepts. In the year AM 5047, a letter was received at Jerusalem in a singular manner from that place. In the year AM 5047, that is need to be decoded. A letter was received at Jerusalem, and yes, you can believe in the year AM 5047 was not that long ago. A letter was received at Jerusalem in a singular manner from that place. From that place. And that letter is still in existence in the Holy Land, in the custody of the principal rabbis, and is preserved with other curious writings in the Hebrew library belonging to the Academy of Jerusalem, and the facts relating to the letter can be fully sustained on facts of the letter can be fully sustained on and that was all we got of that letter. We got this in the drop that was in the U.S. archives. Okay, we need to get the rest of that letter, but that's all we got. That was dropped on us in the ether. All praise. Wow. All praise the fam in the ether. It says a particular date that need to be coded. A letter was received at Jerusalem in a singular manner from that place. What is that place? What is that place? And that letter is still in existence in the Holy Land, in the custody of the principal rabbis, and is preserved with other curious writings in the Hebrew library belonging to the Academy of Jerusalem. Okay? Facts are in that letter. In that letter are the facts. The wonders and the greatness of Ahchwa and his marvelous works, his laws, and we will keep his holy precepts. To exhibit his wonders and admirable works as manifested into the 10 tribes of Yisrael, and to the children of our teachers and prophet Moses, who have dwelt and are still dwelling in the Sambanyan, a place of miracles, is the design of the following very ancient and true history. Is that the place? Is that the place? The Sambanyan, a place of miracles. Moses, prophet, Moshe, priest, Prester, King, Juan, Moses, Savior. What was Moses' children's name? Anybody know? What was Moses' children's name? Now, some of you gonna say Moses didn't have any children, right? But in a particular passage in the Torah, it explains that the Most High told Moses and Aaron that to combine whatever seeds they had together, right? So Moses and Aaron would be as one. Don't get it twisted. So, as my question, can anybody tell me how many children did Moses have and what were their names? What were their names? Now, time's up. But y'all go check it out. It's easy to find. Google it. But let's get into the sword. Let's go find out in the sword. Okay, the scriptures, the Torah doesn't speak of Moses' children that much, does he? Why is that? Because they took it out. Or never put it in, I don't know. But they took it out. Now pay attention. We're going to go to Exodus 18. Go to your Hexatalk or your Tanakh or your Torah. Or even your Bible. Go to Exodus 18. This is Jethro's advice. This is Jethro, which is Yethro, Moses' father-in-law. Okay? Everybody there, let's check it out. We're going to take our time with this one. We're going to take our time with this one. So, man, let's relax, man. I got the drums. I got the warrior drums. Because that's how you should feel right now. You should all feel like warriors. You should all feel like Dracon warriors. Ready to breathe on anyone that opposes you. My little Navel, you're supposed to feel like dragon warriors right now. This is a Leviathan acoustic vibration, levitation. So, Exodus 18. Chapter 1, we're going to read the whole chapter 18, but let's just check it out because this is about the children. This is about Moses. This is about Moshe, the children of your priest king. Let's check it out. Exodus 18. So, turn it down. When Yethro, the priest, the Kohan, the Khan. The priest, the Khan. This is a later term. Kohan is Khan. When Yithro, the Khan of Median, okay? The Khan of Median is priest. So we ain't talking about no Africa, man. This is Ethiopia that we're talking about. So get on the right page, man. Get on the right source. Get on the right vibration, man. We're not talking about Wakanda. We're not talking about no hijack. And I'm not saying that Wakanda is a hijack. I'm just saying that, you know, the interpretations of this Khan, many people think that there is a hijack interpretation, that we were hijacked from the Khans. No, but it's other Khans who put you in order. It was Khan against Khan. But I ain't talking about them Greek Khans. Alright? Keep your head on. Don't put it on that swivel, man. Check it out. Your vision, use it. It's 360, 720. It's the 9. Alright, so when Yithro, the priest of Midian, the son of Abraham, the priest of Midian, Moses, father-in-law, heard all of that. Hawa is supreme, the supreme. When he heard all that Hawa had done for Moshe, the Israelite lawgiver, Moshe, for Yasher, for Yasrael, alright, his people, that Hawa, Jewish national name, that Hawa had brought Israel out, because they say the Lord, because they used Moshe. So that's why they say Jehovah, or self-existed, because Hawa was in Moshe. Okay? Had brought him out, to go out of Mizraim, out of mini Egypt. Alright? And don't get it twisted, Mizraim is also Hebrew. So don't get it twisted. Don't think it's Africa. Mizraim is Egypt. Alright? So they're not talking about Egypt in Africa, they're talking about Egypt over here. Alright? Then Yithro, Moshe, father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he sent her back, Zipporah, Sheba, after, hold up, I messed up. Her back, okay, and her 2 sons, okay, this is Moses' wife, her 2 sons, of which the name of the one was Gershon, Gereshon, okay, a refugee, Gershon, an Israelite, okay, for he said, I have been an alien in a strange land, an alien, meaning a guest, a foreigner, sojourner, stranger, in a strange, foreign, strange land. Okay? And the name of the other was ELIezer. ELIezer, which means God of help. ELIezer, the name of a Damascene of the 10 Israelites. Okay? ELIezer, for the God of my father. And he said, was mine help. Was my help. Aid. Was my aid. He was Moses' aid. ELIezer was Moses' aid? Was Moshe aid? ELIezer is Moses' aid. So is the ELIezer Joshua? So could ELIezer really be Joshua? Because you forget about ELIezer, right? Let's hit that drum for this priest. And the name of the other was ELIezer, for the God of my father said he was mine help, my aid, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. Delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. Delivered. Snatched away from the sword, escaped me from the sword of Pharaoh. Wow. ELIezer. Doing big things, ain't he? Doing big things, ain't he? This ELIezer. And Jethro and Moshe, father-in-law, came with his sons. And Jethro, Moshe, father-in-law, came with his sons, Moses' sons, Moshe's sons, and his wife, unto Moshe. Nashim, Ishar, Nashim, wife, unto Moshe, and to the wilderness. So father-in-law brought them to Moshe, his 2 sons and his wife, Sheba, to the wilderness. The wilderness, the pasture, where cattle are driven. The wilderness. Okay? Where he encamped. That's where he lived. That's where he lived. That's where he lived. Evenings. Pitched the tent. That's where he dwelled. Okay? That's where he lied. Where he laid. At the mount. At the mountain. At the mountain. At the mountain. He encamped in the wilderness, in the mountains. The mountains of Ahchwa. The mountains of Supreme. The mountains of Supreme. Remember, Ahchwa owns everything. These are his mountains, which are trees. These are his pastures. These are his vineyards. These are his cattle. These are his animals. You get it? These are his creatures. These are his angels. These are his children. And he said unto Moshe, I, thy father-in-law, he said unto Moshe, I, thy father-in-law, Jethro, am come unto thee, and thy wife, and her 2 sons with her. And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and did obeisance. Obeisance, meaning he bowed and kissed him. And they asked each other of their welfare. And they came into the tent. They came into the tent. And Moshe told his father-in-law all that Ahchwa had done unto Pharaoh. All Ahchwa had done unto Pharaoh of Egypt, the generic title of the Egyptian king, and to the Egyptians. Okay, now the Egyptians, this was not in Africa, this was in America. So therefore, this is Mizraim. Mizraim is Hebrew. So these were the Egyptian, these were other Hebrews. These were other Hebrews. For Yasher's sake, and all the travail that had come upon them by the way, and how Ahchwa delivered them. And Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness in which Ahchwa had done to Yisrael, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Baruch, blessed be the Ahchwa, who have gathered, who have delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of Pharaoh, whom have delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that Ahchwa is greater than all gods. For in the thing wherein they dealt proudly, he has above them, or he was above them. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for Ahchwa. And Aaron came, and all the elders. Okay, now when it says that he took a burnt sacrifice, okay, when he took a burnt offerings, okay, all it means is that he prayed. Okay, it doesn't mean that he cut a pig open or cut a lamb open. It just means he prayed. Active particle. Okay. Offering. Olah. O law. O law. Offering. Law. Okay. Feminine active principle. A step or a step. A step means an altar. Okay, an altar. Usually a holocaust as going up in smoke. Smoke, an altar, accent, burnt offerings, sacrifice, go up to. He went up to the altar and sacrificed his offerings. What offerings? What offerings could we be talking about? His transgressions. Okay? And sacrifices for Ahchwa. His sacrifices for Ahchwa. And Aaron came and all the elders of Yasher to eat bread with Moses, Moshe, father-in-law, before Ahchwa. And it came to pass tomorrow that Moses set to judge. Moses set to judge, to pronounce sentence, implication, vindicate, an extension to govern, to judge the people. And the people stood by Moshe from the morning until the evening. Okay? And why you think they stood by you from the morning to the evening, Moses? Okay? And you think, why would the people stand by you from the morning to the evening as if they worship you, Moses? Okay, but let's finish. And when Moses, father-in-law, saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou dost to the people? Why sittest thou self? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from the morning until the evening? See? And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of Ahchwa. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and the other. And I do make them know the statutes of God, of Ahchwa and his law. So he just letting them know that it's his job to practice the statutes and commandments with the people, but he's going to let them know that it's not your job. It's not your job for them to come to you. It's not your job when they have a question with the Creator to come to you, for they all have the capability to seek the Creator alone. Okay? And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou does is not good. It's not good. Because why? Why? Thou will surely wear away. They will wear away, man. Both thou and both you and your people that is with you. For this thing is too heavy for just one man, he said. For you to perform it by yourself. Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be, and Ahchwa shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Ahchwa war, that thou mayest bring the causes unto Ahchwa, that they may bring them to Ahchwa. So he said, hey man, let these people take their problems to Ahchwa, not you. You cannot bear all your people's problems, okay? And so that gives you clarity also, crystal clarity also, on just the fact that, you know, you can't be the Messiah in your family, trying to carry the cross or carry the burden. Carry the burden, okay? The burden for everyone. Okay? Some of them got to carry them for themselves. Meaning that they have to take it to the Creator alone. Remember, you can't save your son. No one can, another man cannot save another man. He has to be saved himself to the Creator. Meaning, he has to recognize who his own self is. He has to recognize his true descendants. He has to recognize his Creator. And he has to recognize the laws, statutes, and commandments on his own. Okay? Okay? So, and thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws. So he said that thou may bring us their causes into Ahchwa. Okay, so the people can bring their causes into Ahchwa. 18:20. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws. Okay? And we all know what that is. Enactment. Okay? Enactment, commandment, customs, ordinances, statutes, task, okay, and laws, precept or statute, decalogue, the decalogue. Remember the decalogue? The 9, the decalogue, or the Pentateuch. Remember the Pentateuch? Remember? Negroes at the Pentateuch. Remember? Hexateuch. The 6 books. The 6 books. The 5 books of Moses and Joshua. The Hexateuch. Alright? So that's what we're talking about. So Moshe shall teach them ordinances and laws, and shall shew them. A primitive, senses, figurative, literally, inferiential. Recognize. He shall recognize. Recognition. Okay? Ordinances, laws, he shall shew them the way. He shall teach them the way. Recognize them the way wherein they must walk. Okay? Walk. Walk. Halak. Halak. primitive wood. What? Behave. They must behave. They must exercise. Forward. On. Greater. They must grow. Grow. Okay? Okay? Thou shalt teach them ordinances, and they shall recognize them the way they must walk. Okay? And the work that they must do. Accomplish what they must accomplish. What must they accomplish? They must accomplish his customs. We have to get back to his customs, right? His walk is his customs, right? Moreover, because his customs align you back with the earth. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear Hawah, men that fear Hawah and that are able, men of truth. Okay? Hating covetousness, hating the sin of covetousness. Okay? Hating dishonestness, covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers. Place such over the people to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s and rulers of 10. So now this is Exodus, but we find later on David was told to do the same thing. Okay? Typology would be David almost verbatim being told to do the same thing to the children.
That was the best prep talk I've heard. I got drums for Christmas, and Ellen kept poking her head inside.
He told
She's
you.
like, I want to play.
He told him to find the able men, the men who fear Hawah, men of truth, hating covetousness, hating evilness, and place over them to be rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers
ready to go out there?
Yeah.
Have
of
fun.
10s.
Go get them.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to America's Got Talent. What is your name, young lady?
Ellen.
And you, sir, what is your name?
Okay?
Isaiah.
You're the drummer, I take it. And what do you do?
Sing.
And how old are you?
6.
You're 6, and how old are you?
9.
Brother and sister?
Yes.
Like the Partridge Family.
Again.
I love that show. You ever hear that show?
It came to pass after
All right. Can't wait to hear your sweet music. Thank you.
Okay, so he set rulers over other Israelites, again over the people.
Everyone, listen to me.
He set it up like a building. He could have created it from the beginning. All affairs from the beginning, small affairs from the beginning. Okay, in order. And they take all the big shit up to the most high. Overstand? Okay. Okay, so. Okay, the able men he put over them, right? Over the children. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring into being. But every small matter they shall
The reason I hit my buzzer wasn't because
so
I didn't like
it shall
the song.
be easier for
I was
you
afraid your
thyself,
voice was going to blow out
and
you
they
never get
shall
to talk
bear
again.
the burden with
Screaming
you.
so loud. Does that
Okay?
hurt your
If
voice?
thou shalt do this thing, and
Well, I
Hawa
gotta tell
command
you,
thee so,
that song
then
really
thou
packs
shalt
a
be
punch.
able
It
to
really
endure.
does.
And all
What is
this
the title of
people
that
shall
song?
also go to their
Zombie
place
skin?
in
Zombie
peace.
skin, that's what I thought.
So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law, and did
I love the way
all
you
that he
dress
said.
when you do this form of music.
And Moses chose able men out of all
I love it.
of
I love it.
Yisrael, and
Heidi,
made
what
them
you think?
heads
I'm
over
really
the people,
confused.
rulers of thousands,
So cute
rulers
and
of hundreds,
sweet, and when
rulers
you
of
open your
fifties,
mouth,
rulers
I was
of
like,
tens. Okay,
It's
And
so
I
so
want to
everything
meet your
should be ran
parents.
right
Where are
from
they?
this,
Are they there, Nick?
from this
What
blueprint.
goes on in your house?
This is a wild blueprint.
Aha, there's the culprit.
Ah,
There's the culprit.
what is going on?
This is Hawa's schematic.
Dad. Hey, right on.
All right, let's hear from Mel.
So everything should go right, man.
Scary Spice is officially
This is the
scared.
blueprint of Hawa, the supreme,
That's it.
for the supreme people,
That's it.
the people of
I
nature.
love it. The people who saw this are rewinding and saying, "You're not going to believe what this
Okay.
little girl just did."
And
Did
Moses
you write
let
any other
his
music? Do you have other
father-in-law
songs?
depart,
Yes.
What are some of the other
and
titles?
he went on his way
Lullaby
into his
Crash.
own land.
Lullaby, Crash.
Brush my hairs and knots.
Oh, I know that
And
one. It
it's
goes like this.
So,
All right, we're going to vote. I'm going to go to Howie Mandel first, who is an expert on this type of music. Howie, what do you
Screamo,
think?
I do.
now Lazarus,
I like this kind of music. And
That's
you think it's
supposed to be
crazy, but
Hawa's
I do.
baby.
And hopefully we'll get to see you in Vegas because I'm voting
that will
yes.
block or be blocked from the sword,
I have to be
and that will block
realistic.
Moses from the sword.
I'm still confused, but I do want to
Okay.
hear Lullaby
What does that mean?
Crash. Lullaby Crash! I want to
What does
hear
that
it!
You know what they say?
mean? We'll find out.
What
I
happens
think we're
in
gonna
Vegas
find
stays
out.
in
But
Vegas.
let's get over to
Let's see if you can keep a secret in Vegas. I'm going to send you there.
let's get over
Like-
to what? Let me get back.
Why not?
Look how excited she is.
Let me get back over to this drum. I want to get back over to this drum. Yeah, they're gonna try to take the video, but I don't care because it's free, you know. Why should I care when it's free? It's free, man. You know. But you know, I will say fair use act, people. Fair use act going down. Fair use act. All right. Fair use act. But see, we're not playing that. All right. So don't even trip. So fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. All right, man. We want to get into this book of Jasher. This is Jashir. This is Jasher. This is Israel. Alright. So you already know where we want to go. We want to get into about Moses. Because we want to stay on topic. This is about Moshe. This is about Moshe. Alright. Moshe got the light right now. This is about Moshe. Okay, so this is about your Huimak. Alright. This is about your Raja Haraja. Alright. This is about ourselves, our history. Alright. Don't get it twisted. This is your shit. Alright, let's go down to 78 in the book of Jasher. Alright, I'm gonna give you time if you got one. That would be good. Open it up, chapter 78. Moses has 2 sons. What? Confirmation. Moses has 2 sons. Pharaoh withholds straw from the Israelites. me grab another, some agua, some water for the ventilation, for the vibration. I'm still tell y'all a secret, man. I'm really an introvert, man. I already told y'all before, man. Every time I do a video, this is like the 100 and something video, I still get nervous. All praise Hawa. I forget to be myself. I forget what to say. I'm introvert, man. I can't help it. All praise Hawa, but I ain't ashamed to praise Hawa. I ain't nervous to praise Hawa. I'm not too shy to praise Hawa. Alright? And that's what we doing. We looking for food. We looking for food, man. It's free. Alright? Ahab to the Shabbatah. Ahab to the Shabbatah. This is Yashar. This is Israel. This is Jacob. Alright? This is Jacob. Now, the reason why we going through this through Moshe, man, because Moshe had children, okay? And if y'all been checking out the drop, man, we been dropping every day. I'm hitting you over the head on Fridays, man. At the book drop, we got the book drops going on, man. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful experience. It's an acoustic levitation. Best believe that, okay? But the book drops is awesome, man. They're hitting you over the head. I'm talking about everybody. Okay, it's hitting you over the head. No need to be going through all the names. My Shabbatah, no, my Shabbatah. Alright, it's all for the Shabbatah. It's all for Hawa. Alright, the Shabbatah vibrates that Ruach. Alright, so best believe it, indeed. Alright, but what I was saying, I don't know. But Moshe had 2 sons. Alright. It might have had 4 sons, but the main thing is, you know, combining with Aaron's sons also. But remember, Most High completed Moshe and Aaron as one. Alright? As one after their defeat. Alright? So, their sons were combined. Okay? Under the same covenant. Alright? So, but the thing is that what many people don't not know. Alright, and the beautiful thing is that let me bring this up. Wait a minute, it's right here. Let me bring this up. We're gonna go up a little bit. But the beautiful thing is this, man. This is why we're here today. You see this? No, I'm serious. Do you see that? Do you see this? Damn. Can't make it bigger. Okay, you see that. Now, English call this a mesa. They call that as a mesa. Okay? What you know that as a mountain, right? Right? But we know mountains. Remember, we told you a long time ago, mountains were trees. L hit you over the head with that. L hit you over the head with that. Mountains were trees. Okay? Trees that went high into the sky. Okay? So now, believe it or not, that is why the Hebrews fell. That is why Yashar fell. Why did Yashar fail? It wasn't that we worship blah 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 and we you know what I'm saying, all these things that these Greeks would say, that, or our oppressor would say to validate their reason for pillaging us. Okay? But the real reason why the Hebrews, the Israelites, the children of Hawa fell is because they cut down the tree. Now, we're going to get into that later. But the real reason why Yashar fell is because they cut down the tree. believe me, do you? You don't believe me, do you? What tree? Hiram, what tree? Fair use. Alright. No, serious. I'm serious, man. The reason why we fail is because we cut down a tree. See, the son of Moses, Lazarus. Lazarus was able to pull demons out of us. He pulled demons out of us. So therefore, the tree was there because the tree enabled us with powers. The conifera was there and it gave us powers, able to pull the demons out of the people. So we'll get into that. We're going to get into that, but you know what? We're not going to get into that here. We ain't going to get into that here. If you want to catch that drop, you're going to have to catch that next drop. And the next drop after that, we're going to slowly get into that log 12. Hitting them over the head. Friday night, 10 p.m. Central, right? Central time, 10 p.m. Hiram Mark hitting you over the head. And just, man, check out the other drops while you're there, man. Everybody hitting you over the head. But if you want to know why, and you want to know about this tree, man, this tree. See, Lazarus walked around with this ring, right? This ring was some type of material, but it connected to the tree. It connected to that tree. And these seditious Hebrews, the resurrection, not the resurrection, but the insurrected Hebrews, that's what we speak of. When we talk about the ones that insurrected to this, they started to worship the wrong Messiah. They started to worship the wrong Messiah. Okay? They started following the Greeks and they didn't realize it. They were being tricked. Alright? They were being tricked by Vespasian. So therefore, man, anyway, if you want to know the rest of that, get into the log 12, man, of Caesar's Messiah. Alright? And the invention to create, the Greek invention to create Jesus. That's what I'm hitting you over the head with. We in log 12. Where you at? Alright, what you doing? What you doing Friday nights? Oh, you in the club? You in the club? Y'all still two-stepping out there, or what y'all doing now? Are y'all really dancing now, huh? Y'all really you really dancing now? You a dancer now? Alright, what you doing? You doing a jigaboo dance? That's what you doing? Or you doing the sambo? You doing the sambo strut? Huh? Alright. So yeah, you want to check out that tree? And you want to check out the tree? The tree that gave us powers to pull demons out of the children. To convert them back to Hawa. Spiritual demons. It's real. Yeah, sure. So check that out. You want to check that out. You know what I'm saying? Check that out if you want to check that out. You think it's a game, it's not a game. It's not a game. That's where we see these all over our country. That's what it is. You call them mesa. We call them trees. You call them mesa. We call them trees. These are trees. Our stupid ass cut them down. We cut them down. We cut them down. We cut them down. Why? Cut them down. Why? Father, forgive us for our transgressions. Forgive us for our forefather transgressions. Forgive us for the transgressions that we will commit against you in the future. Unknowingly. That's why we must stick to our laws. So no one can come against us. Huh? The laws is your wall. Okay? Law spelled backwards is wall. Spell it. L-A-W. Backwards is wall. That is our wall. So no one could just walk up into your shit and change your whole framework, your whole network. You understand? Wow. Alright, let's move on. Move on. This is Moshe, 2 sons. Let's check it out. Chapter 78 of Yasher. At that time died Baal, Shannon, son of Ahchwa, king of Edom. Alright? At that time died Baal, Shannon, son of Ahchwa, king of Edom, and was buried in his house in the land of Edom. Hold on, let me see if I can blow this up so y'all can read it too, man. You know, I know y'all readers too, you know. We've all become readers, you understand, on this quest, on this conquest, not that conquest, not that conquest, not that 1452 conquest, but the priest-king conquest, alright? The priest-king quest, the conquest, alright? After his death, the children of Esau sent to the land of Edom and took from there a man who was in Edom, whose name was Hadad. And they made him king over them in the place of Baal Shannon, their king. And Hadad reigned over the children of Edom 48 years. Okay? At the time, let's start over. At the time, died Baal Shannon, son of Ahchwa, king of Edom, and was buried in his house in the land of Edom. And after his death, of the children of Esau sent to the land of Edom, and took from there a man who was in Edom, whose name was Hadad. Alright, y'all look that Hadad up, see what you find. And they made him king over them in the place of Baal Shannon, their king. And Hadad reigned over the children of Edom 48 years. Look that Hadad up. What do you get? And when he reigned, he resolved to fight against the children of Moab, to bring them under the power of the children of Esau as they were before. But he was not able, because the children of Moab heard this thing, and they rose up and hastened to elect a king over them from amongst their brethren. And they afterward gathered together a great people, and sent to the children of Ammon, their brethren, for help to fight against Hadad, the king of Edom. And Hadad heard the thing which the children of Moab had done, and was greatly afraid of them, and refrained from fighting against them. In those days Moshe, son of Amram, Amram, in Midian took Zipporah, the daughter of Rual, the Midian, for a wife. And Zipporah walked in the ways of the daughters of Jacob. She walked in the ways of the daughters of Jacob. Sheba walked in the ways of the daughters of Jacob. Alright? And I'm glad we went over that, because when I went over it in the Exodus, a lot of you want to say, well, yeah, he married it already told you Midian was Yasher. Okay? She was so she walked in the ways of the daughters of Jacob. You know what that means. That's self-explanatory. She was nothing short of righteous, of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. These are the daughters of Jacob. Alright, so they saying she was very righteous. And Zipporah conceived and bare a son. Zipporah conceived because, alright, and I'm glad we got to this, because a lot of you were going to say, well, maybe the way it was worded in the Exodus, that maybe it was just her children, right? And it wasn't Moshe's children. Right? Let me hit that drum. Alright, let's move on. So, and she conceived again and bare a son, but circumcised his foreskin, and called his name ELIezer. Okay. Oh, I first forgot about Gershom. I'm sorry. Okay, she conceived and bare a son, the first son, and called his name Gershom. Okay, for he said, I was a stranger in a foreign land, but he circumcised not his foreskin, and at the command of Rual, his father-in-law. Okay. So he didn't circumcise him. At the command of Rual, his father-in-law, he didn't circumcise. He told him for some reason. Remember, Rual was a priest. So he told him, hey, for people who talk about Moses having this African wife or whatever, so now that bumps that theory, because her father-in-law Ruel was a Midian, and that was Israelite. So wherever you see, you might see, if you see Midian as a Canaanite or something like that, you're wrong. And you got to be careful, because when we talk about us, when we talk about the Ame'ricans, we got to understand that Egypt is Mizraim. Mizraim is not Africa. Mizraim is Egyptian. Okay? Mizraim is Hebrew. So, dodge the hijacks. Okay, so Gershom was a stranger in the foreign land. For he said, he called his name Gershom, and for Moses said, I was a stranger in a foreign land, but he circumcises not his foreskin at the command of Ruel, his father-in-law, so he wasn't circumcised. And she conceived again the second time and bare a son, but circumcised his foreskin, and called his name ELIezer, for Moshe said, because, okay, thy Ahchwa of my fathers was my help. Okay, thy God of my fathers was my help. Thy Ahchwa of my fathers was my help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. Okay, and Pharaoh king of Egypt, greatly increased the labor of the children of Israel. Okay, the labor meaning the work of the children of Israel in those days, and continued to make his yoke heavier upon the children of Yasher. And he ordered a proclamation to be made in Egypt, saying, give no more straw to the people that to make bricks with. Let them go and gather themselves straw as they can find it. Okay, so that's one. Giving you one idea right there. Straw. Did you know straw make bricks? Straw and mud, man. Straw and mud make bricks. So we can make brick houses out of straw and mud. And as you can use your imagination, you know how long straw lengths are. So I guess they would like be some type of pillars in the mud to hold the mud together once they harden. All right. So straw and mud make bricks, man. All right. Pharaoh told you that right there. Pharaoh said, what Pharaoh say? He ordered a proclamation to be made saying, give no more straw. That's straw to the people to make bricks. Let them go and gather themselves straw as they can find it. Okay. Also the tell of bricks which they shall make, let them give each day. Okay. And diminish nothing from them, for they are idle in their work. Damn. So he mad. And the children of Yasher heard this, and they mourned and sighed, and they cried unto Ahchwa on account of the bitterness of their souls. The bitterness of their souls. They shouldn't be crying. Go get it. Alright. And Ahchwa heard the cries out of the children of Yasher, and saw the oppression with the Egyptians oppressed them. Okay. And Ahchwa was jealous of his people and his inheritance, and heard their voice, and he resolved to take them out of the affliction of Egypt, to give them the land of Canaan for possession. All right. Try to starve us out. So that validates the two sons, Gershom and Lazarus. Alright. But not only that, man, Pharaoh tried to starve us out. And Ahchwa was jealous of his people and his inheritance, and heard their voice, and he resolved to take them out of the affliction of Egypt, to give them the land of Canaan for possession. So real quick, this shire is dedicated in loving memory of Sol Okan, Bezalel ben Yosef, on the occasion of his Yazite. Yazite means Jewishness. Alright, this is Yiddish. Alright, this is Yiddish that we're talking right now. Alright, Yazite. That means his may his love of Yiddishkeit, of Jewish Torah, Tefillah. Alright, that just means the Jewish religion, the Torah, and family be an inspiration to us all. Okay. Moshe's Family by Amnon Bazak. Alright. I'm gonna just go over it with y'all real quick. Alright. This shire, okay? This shire. Just go over it with y'all real quick, okay? Shior, a Talmudic study session, usually led by a rabbi. Okay, Talmudic study session usually led by a rabbi. Alright, where we at? Okay, so this Talmudic session led by a rabbi, they call it Talmudic, but it don't have to be Talmudic. It can be the Torah also, a session in the Torah led by a rabbi in memory of these guys. Okay, on the occasion of Yarzeit. Alright, Yarzeit, among Jews, the anniversary of someone's death. The anniversary of someone's death, especially parents. Now don't be trying, this is not Hebrew, this is like Yiddish. They call it Hebrew, but don't let me hear you reciting this shit talking about I went to my brother's Yarzeit or some shit. No, this is an anniversary death to someone. This is not Hebrew, it's more Yiddish, more Phoenician. Alright, Yarzeit. So we know Yarzeit is what? The celebration of a loved one's death. Okay, so this is on occasion of his celebration of his death. May the love of Yiddishkeit, if you hear these fake Jews saying Yiddishkeit, which is exactly what it is Yiddish, but the quality of being Jewish. Okay, this is how a foreigner would speak. The quality of being Jewish, the Jewish way of life or its custom and practice. Yiddishkeit. Alright, and tefillah. Okay, tefillah. Okay, the tefillah is the Torah. Okay, let's go to it. Okay, tefillah. What is tefillah? Tefillah is labor of the heart. Labor of the heart. Okay, labor of the heart. Labor of the heart. Okay, labor of awakening the hidden love into the heart, until a state of ultimate union with the divine achieved. Okay, Tefillah is union of the heart. Tefillah is the Torah. Okay, alright, Moshe's family. Gershom and ELIezer. Let's read up on it, man. So what this is, what we're reading, is the Midrash. Alright? Midrash goes more into the customs and the reason of customs. Well, Midrash is the oral and stuff that practices. The practices, when it gets into the customs of why these practices are practices, because of certain things happen. Okay? The Midrash. The Beth Midrash. Beth. Okay, and we know what Beth. Bit. Okay, you see that? Bit Midrash. Meaning. Okay, the Beth Midrash. See, they say beat, but it's Beth. Aleph Beth Midrash. Alright, house of learning. Aleph Beth Midrash. Midrash is a Jewish study hall located in a synagogue, yeshiva, kollel, or a building. It is distinct from a synagogue. Although many synagogues are also used as a Beth Midrash. Okay, and vice versa. Alright, but it's distinct from a synagogue. Alright. Whoa, it's a house of learning. Alright, it is a house of learning distinct from a synagogue. Alright. Where we at? Alright, so now that we done all that. Alright, so Midrash, Beth Midrash, is the only Hebrew word we can find. But other than that, everything else is Yiddish, Sabin, Shire. Alright, but let's go. Alright. Gershom and ELIezer. One of the most mysterious subjects in the Torah concerns Moshe's family. There is nothing strange about the fact that the text talk about this great leader of Yisrael more than it does about any other person. But it is specifically in light of the extensive documentation of his leadership career that lack of details about the members of his family and the mystery surrounding the very little that we are told stands out even more starkly. We shall attempt here to extract what we can from what the text tells us about Zipporah, Gershom, ELIezer, and perhaps also attain an understanding of why the discussion of these characters is so sparse and brief. Alright, let us begin with the new fact with which our parasha opens. Alright, the parash opens. The extensive of Moshe's second son. Alright, the extensive of Moshe's second son. Okay, and it's crazy because Yithro is connected to the Persia. Alright, it's crazy. Alright, let me show you. Alright, let us begin a new fact of the parasha opens, the existence of Moshe's second son. Okay, until now we knew only of his first son, Gershom, okay, who appeared on the scene in chapter 2. And she, Zipporah, bore a son, and he called him Gershom. For he said, I was a stranger in a foreign land. Alright, that's from the Shemot 2:22, but as you can see, that's from Exodus, where? Even Exodus 2 and Exodus 18. Gershom is mentioned again at the beginning, out our parasha. Alright, but here the Torah adds the Moshe, now a second son. So the Torah adds that Moshe now had a second son, which we previously just read. Okay, and Yitro, that's Jethro. Jethro, that's Yithro. Yithro, Moshe's father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moshe's wife, after he had sent her back, and her two sons, one of whom was named Gershom, for he had said, I was a stranger in a foreign land, and the other whom was named ELIezer, for the Ahchwa of my father was my help and delivered me from Pharaoh's sword. Alright, that's in 18. That's in Exodus 18. Alright, we learn much about Moshe from the names that he gives to his children. The name Gershom immediately arouses our curiosity, since the words in a foreign land refer to Midian, which is a foreign land to the Egyptian-born Moshe. It must be remembered that this name was given prior to Ahchwa's revelation to Moshe, while Moshe, who had been raised by Pharaoh's daughter, behaved like an Egyptian man in chapter 2 and 19 for all intents and purposes, except for his national identification. His national identification with the children of Israel. Okay, so he behaved like an Egyptian. Okay, like a pharaoh. Okay, but his national identification was with the children of Yashar. Okay, what's your national identification? What's your national identification? I even asked that to the so-called Jew, those that are in the synagogues. What is your national identification? Are they with the real children of Israel? Probably not, huh? Because you wouldn't want to be classified while we in this while we in this rust. You won't want to be classified, huh? But you'll see. You'll see. This name then expressed Moshe's connection with Egypt and his sorrow at having been forced to flee. ELIezer, in contrast, appears to have been born after Hawa's revelation, in which Hawa presents himself as Hawa of your father, and Hawa of Abraham, and Hawa of Isaac, and Hawa of Jacob. Alright, that's in chapter 3, verse 6. He goes on to command Moshe repeatedly in chapter 3, 13 through 16 to present him to Yisrael as the Hawa of your parents. Alright, apparently then the name ELIezer, commemorating the fact that Hawa of my father helped me and delivered me from Pharaoh's sword, was given against the backdrop of the revelation at the burning bush. This name expresses Moshe's religious personality and his connection to Hawa, which was solidified through that experience. In an event, the most puzzling aspect of this mention of Moshe's two sons is that this is the last we hear of them. From this point on, the Torah records nothing about either Gershom or ELIezer, nor about Zipporah. What is the meaning of this silence? Why does the Torah ignores Moshe's family? The absence of Moshe's family is felt most acutely in those narratives where he would expect to find them, where we would expect to find them. In the Parashah, Vera, for example, the story of God, Hawa sending Moshe and Aaron to Pharaoh, is interrupted with the genealogy of the family of Levi. The Torah lists Aaron's descendants as far as Pinchas, as well as the lineage of Korah. But there is not a word about Moshe's own children. Alright? The Torah lists Aaron's descendant as far as Pinchas, as well as the lineage of Korah, but there is no word about Moshe's own children in the Torah. Remember what I told you? They rewrite the Torah. They rewrote the Torah, man. They admitted to writing and changing the Torah. Alright? Even the Hebrews changed the Torah. They changed the Torah. The Hebrews wrote the Torah in verbatim, in typology. So then the Greeks rewrote the Torah, trying to prove that they can be better writers, sophisticated writers than the Hebrews. Alright? Listen, you have to find your way back to your kingdom. It's not going to be easy. Look how you at the bottom, man. Alright? You come from the bottom. You was at the bottom. Like you can just walk into your kingdom. You're right. We have to cleanse ourselves. People, this is the cleansing. Study to show yourself approved. This is the cleansing. You have to cleanse yourself. You have to learn about your family, man. Let's sit down. Let's go over the family book. Right now we looking in the family book. All right, we're looking at all the photos of our pictures of our family with the afros. All right, this ain't the stage of the Jerry curls. This is with the afros, okay, and the locks, the afros and the locks. That's what we looking at. We looking at. Close your eyes. You understand? When we talking about Pinchas, when we talking about ELIezer, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Korah. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about Moshe, Zipporah, Sheba, Aaron, Isaac, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about the dreadlock. We're talking about the afros. Alright? This ain't no Jerry curl shit, man. So, alright. Those who have an ear, hear. Alright? So, okay. So, doesn't talk about Moshe's own children. And the sons of Kahat were Amram and Yitzhar and Chevron and Uzziel. And the years of the life of Kahat were 133 years. And the sons of Miriam, okay, it's Ma'ara, but it's Miriam, were Machlai, and Mushi. These are the families of Levi by their generations. Okay? And Amram took Yokeb, his aunt, as a wife, and she bore him Aaron and Moshe. And the years of life of Amram were 137 years. And the sons of Yitzhar were Karak and Neveg and Zikri. And the sons of Uzziel were Mishael and Elatzaphan and Sitri. And Aaron took Elisheva, daughter of Aminadab, the sister of Nahshon, as a wife. And she bore him Nadab and Avihu and ELIezer and Itamar. And the sons of Korach were Isar and Elkanah and Avisaph. These are the families of the Korchi. And Eleazar, son of Aaron, took a wife from the daughters of Putil, and she bore him Pinchas. These are the heads of the fathers of the Levites by their families. These are the same Aaron and Moshe, to whom Hawa said, "Bring the children of Yasher out of Egypt by their host." This is in chapter 6, 18 to 26. Exodus, right? So, these are all the heads of the fathers of the Levites. The Leviathan, the Dracons, by their families. These are the same. Aaron and Moshe are the same. To whom Hawa said, "Bring the children out of Israel, out of Egypt by their host." Another such passage is to be found at the beginning of Sefer Bamidbar, okay, following the census of Bnei Yisrael. The Torah records the second census of the tribe. Alright? Remember, we're talking about the Sefer Bamidbar. Okay, Bamidbar. Sefer Bamidbar. Okay, let's see what that means. What is that? Numbers. Pershah Bamidbar. Numbers. The Lord spoke to Moses in the Sinai desert in the tent of meeting on the first day of the second month in the second year after the exodus from the land of Egypt, saying, okay, bring all the children out of Israel. Okay, that is Bamidbar. Okay, Chumash, Sefer, Bamidbar, the Sefer, Bamidbar. Alright. Okay, following the census of Bnei Yisrael. Let's see what that means. The term Bnei Yisrael, are these two terms interchangeable? And okay, I shall be sanctified in the midst of Bnei Yisrael. The question: what does the term Bnei? Does it mean sons of Israel, implying that only men are counted of children? The term Israelite is the English name for the descendants of the biblical patriarch Jacob. Okay, the term Israelite is the English name for the descendants of the biblical patriarch Yaakov in the ancient times, which is derived from Greek, which was used to translate the biblical term Beni Yisrael as either sons of Israel. So it's sons of Yeshur, sons of Jacob. Sons of Jacob. Okay, so Beni Yisrael is sons of Jacob. The Torah records a special census of the tribe of Israel. The tribe of Levi. Okay, the Torah records a special census for the tribe of Levi. The passage opens with the words, "These are generations of Aaron and Moshe on the day Ahchwa spoke." Okay, these are the generations of Aaron and Moshe on the day Ahchwa spoke to Moshe at Mount Sinai. Bam the bar 3:1. Bam. Okay, but the continuations fail to supply the information we expect to read. Okay, and these are the names of the sons of Aaron. Hold up. Let me hold up.
Y'all give it up for Joe.
Let's find something we can vibe out to.
You scared him, John. You scared him.
You scared him, John. Hey, that was
Let's find something we can vibe out to as well.
good job,
See how the brands look on your face. And get your new pair online. Starting at
trying to put some of this cold cream on real quick. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Alright, fair use on the cold train, man. No, matter of fact, this is not cold train, this is my Indian. This is my Indian drum, man. I was gonna put it on the cold train. Matter of fact, let's check them out. Hold on, let's check Little Man out real quick. I love to see my people, man. That's beautiful. Doing something on them drums, vibrating. Alright, but we done with that. Alright, we want to get on to this vibration. Alright, forgive me for the delay. Oh man, and that's acoustic right there, man. That's levitation right there. Alright, so we expected to read, and these are the names of the sons of Aaron, the firstborn, Nadab, and Avihu, ELIezer, and Tamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed priests who were consecrated. Okay, okay, who were consecrated, who anointed to serve. And Nadav and Abihu died before Hawa while offering a strange fire before Hawa in the wilderness of Sinai. Okay, and Nadav and Abihu died before Hawa while offering a strange fire before Hawa in the wilderness of Sinai. And they had no sons, so only ELIezer and Tamar served as priests in the sight of Aaron, their father, Bamidbar. Okay, in the Bamidbar. Okay, and they offered alien fire before the Lord in the wilderness. Whatever that means, they ended up dying and bare no children. Okay, and then it was only left ELIezer and Tamar. Okay, here too, the Torah ignores Moshe's descendants, listing only the descendants of Aaron. How are we to understand this after he had sent her back? An important clue to understand the phenomenon, which seemed to lie in the enigmatic sending back of Zipporah, noted in the beginning of our parashah, and Yitro, Moshe's father-in-law, took more. Okay, Joe Pascal. All right, so we just going back in that. Okay, when a man takes a woman and marry her, and it happens that she does not find favor in his eyes, for he has found some unseemliness in her, and he writes her a bill of divorce, and she gives it to her in her hand, and sends her away vishalaka from his home. Then she shall depart from his home, and may go and marry to another man. And if the latter husband comes to hate her, and writes her a bill of divorce, and give it into her hand, and sends her away vashilka from his home, or if the latter husband who took her as wife dies, then her first husband who has sent her away may not take her back as wife. All right, that's in the Devarim 24:1. So I guess what they're saying, that either way, what is certain is that at some point in time, Moshe had sent Zipporah and her sons had gone with her. What are the circumstances of this sending? Seemingly, the explanation must have mind. We're not even going to get in. We're not going to get into that. All right, the fact is that Moshe had sons. He had sons, man. ELIezer, okay, which serves a real main key purpose. Okay, main key purpose in this Caesar's Messiah, in this Jesus Christ, in this worship of a Messiah. Or only that, this tree. The fact that Moses' son, or Moshe's son, was left out of the Torah is the same reason why the fact that we don't know about our trees. The same reason Lazarus is left out of the Torah is the same reason we don't know about our magical trees. So understand that King El was ahead of his time. It was a calling from Hawa to give you the information on the trees, because you can't say nobody else did it. That's Mashibata. Good shit, Brad. We're going to get on these trees, because this is the main reason why we fail. We cut our magical tree down. This magical trees rebuked evil spirits from us, from out of us. Rebuked legions from out of us. It's that real. Yishro Peresha. Yishro, that's Jethro, okay? Alright? So as you can see, this is some type of anointing of this Jethro, alright, whether if it's literally or metaphorically, alright? Yithro, alright? Hebrew for the name Jethro, the second word and first distinctive word in the parashah. It is the 17th weekly Torah portion in the annual Jewish cycle of the Torah reading and the 5th in the book of the Exodus. Okay, so they make a key certain to extend your knowledge on this, to snap into, to connect into your brain, your memory. Okay. You gotta understand. This is in the parashah about the son, about Jethro. Okay, the second word and the first distinctive word in the parashah, bringing forth the weekly Torah portion. Okay, the annual Jewish cycle, the Torah reading. Okay, so they're reading on this out of the Torah and the 5th in the book of the Exodus. They're reading out of this. They're reading this out of the Midrash. The Midrash entails the sons, Lazarus, the healer, the real healer, all right, who was healing because of this tree, because of Ahchwa's tree, okay? Man. The parashah tells of Jethro's organizational counsel to Moses and Ahchwa's revelation of the 10 Commandments to the Israelites at Mount Sinai to Yahshua. The parashah constitutes Exodus 18, alright? So the parashah is the shortest of the weekly Torah portions of the book of the Exodus, although not to be in shortest of the Torah, okay? It is made up of 4,022 words. 4,022 words, 1,105 Hebrew words, and 75 verses. 75 verses. Jews read it the 17th Shabbat after Shemchat Torah, generally in January or February. Jews also read part of the parashah, Exodus 19 and 1, 2023, as a Torah reading on the first day of the Jewish holiday of the Shabbat. Alright, the reading of Exodus. Okay, so in the first reading, Moses' father-in-law Jethro heard all that Ahchwa's done for Yahshua, and brought Moshe's wife Zipporah, Sheba, and her 2 sons Gershom and ELIezer. Ahchwa was my help to Moses in the wilderness. Okay, at Mount Sinai, Zipporah, Hebrew, ELIezer, Hebrew. Alright. Alright, man. Ahchwa. Come back with this preface, man. I ain't forgot about you. Remember the War of the Hebrews, or history of the destruction of Jerusalem. We're gonna get into this preface. Okay? This is Josephus explains his philosophy. He gives us his philosophy on why he chose to go with the Greeks. Josephus said he put the history there. He put the secrets there so we could solve the pieces to the puzzle. And he did it deliberately. And he said it's nothing more different than what our ancestors done. They did the same thing. So we wouldn't go to our kingdom and downtrodden. All's well, Josephus, is what it is. But we on your ass. Raja Haraja. We're getting closer to our priest nation. We're getting closer to our priest nation. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna come back with that preface. I'm gonna come back with that preface, hit you over the head with the Josephus, his words of his own. But y'all remember, this reading right here, Caesar's Messiah, the Roman conspiracy to invent Jesus. You only gonna get this reading over at the drop, man. Over at the drop. Over at the drop. This the book reading right here. Check it out. King hitting you over the head, pressed or drop. The Voynich manuscript revealed. The Voynich. Do you know what the Voynich manuscript is, man? Do y'all? We've been hitting you over the head with it. You've been paying attention. The Voynich manuscript. If you don't know, you better ask somebody, okay? This is written by your priest king, David. Okay? The Voynich manuscript is encrypted Hebrew. In cryptic Hebrew. This is written by Raja Haraja Chola II, okay, of the Solomon Empire, the Emperor of the Solomon Empire. Wait, let me find this Voynich for you, man, because it's for real. It's no play. It's no play, right, King? That's how you do it. That's how you say it. No play. That's Cali style. We from the mill. We say for real. Y'all know it. Y'all say no play. We say for real. And both of them mean the same thing. Alright? Don't hate on our Ebonics, cause you ain't got it. You ain't got it, never gonna have it. Okay, this is the Voynich manuscript, a mysterious, undeciphered manuscript dating the 15th or 16th century. But you know that's bullshit, okay? The 15th, 16th century, which would be the 14th and 1500s. But that's bullshit because that author, that's what they call a, I can't remember, but that ain't it. This book was written by King, our priest king himself, in the 1200s. In the 1200s. They say he left to be a monk, to be the priest alone. He left to be a priest, to be a monk. Same thing we call a priest. And he wrote this document. And it's encoded in Hebrew. Raja Haraja, Emperor of the Soli. This is Prester John the Pandian. Alright? This is Khan family, the 1100s. Wang Khan of the Karites. Alright? Tamil Khan of the Tamil people of Pania. Alright? Y'all check out that drop, because it's deep. Alright? He gonna hit you over the head with the four great empires, the Tamil Nadu, the Chola, the Pallavas, and the Pandyas, and the Cheras. Yeah, this shit is real. This shit is real, alright? This goes back to the Kananda Rock Temple. Alright? And the temple in Chennai. Yeah, this real, man. Y'all catch that drop, the Voynich manuscript. This is from the Priest King. This is from the Priest King. And they say our priests are still alive and kicking. And we on our way to find you. We are searching for you. For our priest kingdom. This ain't no bullshit, man. It's not no bullshit. It's not no BS for the stress. It's real. Yasser is real. Alright? So y'all check out the Voynich. Alright? But my brethren hit you over the head with some beautiful drop on that. Okay? He hit you over the head on some beautiful drop on that. So y'all get it there first, okay? Get it there first. Living Well, hosted by Brother Nature. I mean, he always got some very informative things. Very informative properties. Y'all check him out, man. He hitting you over the head with that food. With the food. Okay, this is Jack Goody. History of Jack Goody. Aboriginal Hebrew, Cambridge University Press. Alright. Wisdom of Solomon. The Book of Solomon. The Keys of Solomon. Alright. It's the Prester House, hosted by Con Drop. Con Drop hitting you over the head. Alright. You can go here or you can go to YouTube and check out my Hiram Art Negro Face, Negro Preface. Just a preface, man. Everybody got a preface. Every book got a preface. So hey, I got a preface too. And it's called Negro Preface. So you know, Negro, it's about you. Alright. In battle time, man. We can't come to the 432 without talking about the battle time, man. And the battle time, that's the whole damn family. CJ, my brother. Man, you know I love you, bro. You know it's all love. It's all 144,000, my brethren. Love you, man. Love the family. Love the family. The big homie. The big homie. Alright? And Miss Ty Battle. The big homie Nature and Miss Ty Battle, man. Y'all doing I can't even speak on it. That's how beautiful of a job that the family is doing. And I never ever I owe you deeply sincerity. You planting those seeds was revelation. You planting those seeds, even if you didn't do nothing else, would have been more than enough for me, my family. I appreciate you. Shabbat, I appreciate you. You don't know what giving us life, adding to our life. You gave life to life. That's the most beautiful thing y'all could have done, family. So Shabbat up forever for that one. Jonathan, my brother. Alright, hitting you over the head. Jonathan, the Hebrew Prince with the real spill. Man, y'all check that out, man. Go to the drop for the drop. Find out when it dropped. Alright? Yapa. Kerry Mayo. Meditations, my brother, man. Man, I love that brother accent, man. Righteous. That is a righteous seed, my brother. I'm glad we Shabbat up. Kerry Mayo, y'all go check his drop out. YouTube also. Man, beautiful. The Dragon Drop, Dragon Mist. Y'all check it out. Red Dragon by Ahchwa. And all his dragon, man. And you know I can't forget about my brother. I don't know where his drop at, but I know he got a drop in here. Okay? Drop by Candy Jones. I know he got to drop in here. I'm talking about the tent, man. Red tent. Moshe pulls Josephus' body from the river. Woo! I'm talking about red tent, man. Y'all check them out, because you know the tent is somewhere in here, and the tent is hitting you over the head. And my brother AD is somewhere in here, and AD is in HD, hitting you over the head. All right, y'all check out my log 10, hitting them over the head. Okay, and my brother Isaac. All right, Hakan, he hitting you over the head. All right, and we know we'll be, pretty soon we'll hear from our special ones, the ones who started it all. All right, the ones who started it all, our special ones. Hawa Stu family, the Hawa Stu family is how it all started. You know we always gonna be that wall of protection. I can't find you on here, Stu, and K Stu, but y'all watch out for them hitting you over the head also. Alright, oh yeah, can't forget about the hijacked assassin, alright, and KB, alright, KB, many brothers. If I forgot you, you already know. Peace up to the tribe all over. Alright, to the tribe all over in the States, all over in the America, all over, everywhere. Like I said before, everywhere. Y'all already know what this is. Stawada for supporting Sister Vanessa. GoFundMe. Let's get her back on the road, man. All this shit is real. All this shit is from the heart, man. So y'all already know what time it is, man. This is all from the heart bone, like my brother say. All right, so you know it's real. From day one, you know it's real. So hope we don't sound repetitive, but man, this is real. We have to set the foundation. Y'all help out. GoFundMe. We are together. It's only money. It's not even time. It's money, man. It's not even time. Your time is more valuable. But we ain't even asked you for that yet. We asked you for something easier. And you already know, as long as you've been following us, everything goes accordingly. The Most High is high. We're in a high place with the Most High. And everything that we ask comes from the Most High. Drop Nation, it's time to Shabbat up. Support Sister Vanessa. All praise Ahchwa for keeping our Sister Vanessa straight and safe during her recent van accident. Alright, you already know she lost it. She struck some ice. Fortunately, she's safe. She was all the way in Arizona. Y'all know she live in Louisiana. The Green Dracon, as she called her new home on wheels, slipped off the road. Y'all know the story, so don't act like you don't. Go in your pockets. Help out. Help out. This is the time. If it's ever been a time, this is the time. Y'all know what we doing. Y'all know we put up or shut up. Y'all know we put foot to action. Y'all know about the 10 acres. Yeah, y'all know about the 10 acres. Don't forget, this shit is for real. This ain't no internet shit. We for real with this. This is a wall. We are finding our priest. We are finding our king. We are finding our kingdom. And all of that is Hawa. Paleo Hebrew, go to the seed drop, man.